is just a wish. He's probably right, and it's obvious that the creators of Develop Your Vision, the required Level 5 project in the Visionary Communication Path, agree with him. The problem is that it's not always easy to connect dreams with practical plans. This evening, in the first of 2 speeches in this project, Lloyd Smith will discuss a vision for his future. Later, in the second speech, he'll describe the detailed plan for reaching that vision. I give you Lloyd Smith.
Sit down, sit.
Well, I will as soon as I organize this.
Okay.
I'm listening. Sit, Spot. You don't
That's OCD is showing.
Yeah.
Little does she know we'll just cram it in that box at the end of the meeting anyways. 3 days after my wife Laverne died at the end of March, I awoke with a fully formed thought in my mind. I should buy a new car. Not just could buy a new car, but should buy a new car. And not any old car, a specific car, a Subaru WRX STI. That's based on a Subaru Impreza, which is a lot like a Toyota Corolla or a Honda Civic, except it's a factory hot rod. It has a turbocharged 310 horsepower motor, a close ratio 6-speed manual transmission, lowered stance, performance tires, a host of other performance options. For the 6 years that Laverne was in decline, it first got difficult for her to get in and out of a regular car, and then it got dangerous at the end. We had to have a small SUV, in our case, a Subaru Forester. But Laverne wasn't there anymore, so I could have a new car. I ate breakfast thinking about my new WRX STI. After breakfast, I got on the Subaru website, looked at all the details, followed their link to the Cascade Subaru dealership site, and they had 2 of them in stock. So I got the title for my Forester out of my safe, and I put my checkbook in my pocket. And as I was walking to the garage door, another fully formed thought entered my mind. That thought was of 14 inches of fresh snow some morning, and I would have to drive in that in a 310 horsepower car with a close ratio 6-speed manual transmission, lowered stance, and performance tires. I put my checkbook back on the counter, put the title of the Forester back in the safe, and sat down until the vision of my WRX STI slowly dissipated. Now, what does this show us? I had nearly fallen into something that all of Laverne's doctors and case managers and caregivers and nurses had warned me about over and over. Have 5 minutes really gone by, Bobby?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay.
Oh. You have to retrain me, Lloyd. I apologize.
Whoa. Anyway,
2 minutes.
all of Laverne's caregivers had warned me about this. I should not make any kind of major decisions for about a year because whether I realized it or not, my judgment was likely to be impaired. That WRX STI nearly represented $40,000 in impaired judgment. Now, going through that was a very close call, and it makes finishing this project a challenge because the assignment is to develop a detailed vision, either for my profession, for an organization I'm part of, or for my personal life. Now, I'm retired, so the vision of my profession is receding in the rearview mirror, and I can't say that that's a bad thing. The only organization that I'm really heavily involved in right now, after shedding a bunch of them over the past few years, is this club. My vision for this club is that we keep doing what we're doing right now because we've got a good thing going and I don't want anything to mess it up. That leaves my personal life. It also leaves me needing to look at my notes since I just wrote this speech at about noon. I carefully selected my parents for longevity. My mom made it to about 98, my dad made it to nearly 95. Now, I could get run down by a bus tomorrow, but there's a reasonable chance that I might be alive 20 years from now. So what am I going to do in those 20 years? And that is a tough question to answer. Laverne and I were married on June 26, 1971, in this church upstairs. That's 47 years ago, which is a long, long time, trust me. We were kids when we were married. She was 19 and I was 23. And most of our relatives just hammered on the idea that we needed to plan carefully or we'd never make it. Well, it turned out I was good at analyzing probabilities and possibilities, and Laverne was really good at doing numbers. And we did plan, and we carried out our plan for about 4 decades very successfully. And what am I talking about here? One moment. Oh yeah, we worked our plan for nearly 4 decades, but I never planned on having 20 years without her. So what should I do with those years? And that's what I'm going to do this project on. The trick is to develop what they refer to in the project manual as a detailed vision for a significant future. And they specify in here that it should be something that does not involve things like possessions and money, so goodbye WRX-STI, I guess. But it should be something that enhances my life or enhances the lives of other people. So I was mulling this over for the last few days, not writing the speech because I couldn't think of the vision. And then it struck me that the way they describe the vision as something that enhances my life or the life of others is good enough as a statement of the vision. It's supposed to be a one-sentence idea. So that's what I have in mind, thinking of something that will enhance my life by enhancing the lives of others. Now what that's going to be, I can't be specific about because I haven't done the plans yet. That's the next part of this project, is to come up with detailed plans to achieve whatever that vision is. That's going to be difficult because the one and only lesson I learned from the 6 years that I watched my wife decline and then die was that it is possible to have extremely good plans, plans that work perfectly until the day they stop working altogether. And that's a trap I need to avoid in this, but I'll figure it out one way or another. And I'm so master.